Hey everyone. Hey, I wanted to take a couple minutes, a short video today to do a product review, but not really a product review, more of kind of an explanation of one product I really like using and I think it comes in handy. And that is the Kindle, one of the things. And I want to talk a little bit about it today, and then you can form your own conclusions. If you're a Kindle person and you're sold on it, you don't need to watch this. If you're anti-Kindles and you only want hardcover, original, first publication things to put in your library, you don't want to watch this video either. But if you're curious, you got an open mind, and you're just kind of interested in what I may say that might be new to what you already know, stay tuned. So here we go. Okay. So first of all, I want to kind of talk about the Kindle. I'm kind of that old school guy. I'm like so many of you out there that we all love the smell of books and the feel of the books, and sleeping in a hammock and reading a book on a nice afternoon. The other thing I like about real books is bookstores. You get to go to bookstores, new and used. Elliott Bay Bookstore in Seattle, love going there, browsing through all of their new books, going downstairs, and they have visiting authors and doing readings, and you get some coffee and you read a book for a couple hours. There's just nothing better than a great bookstore. Powell's Bookstore, as many of you may know, in Portland, a great place to buy used books. So economically, that's another option to buy used books. So with all of that said, I decided to go to Kindle for a couple reasons. And one is really the amount of reading I do every day on the computer. As you know, I teach English all day online, and then I'm researching our move back to the United States, van life, walking across America. All of these things take hours and hours. I average 10 or 12 hours a day with this emitted light hitting my eyes and fatiguing it. And that's a problem. In fact, they say that people who spend a lot of time on the computers, about 50 to 70% of all of these people will experience some kind of an eye disorder relating to that. So after doing all of that, I want to settle down with books. And I've been reading so many books, but I've been doing them, on my phone, which I can't find. On my phone, or on my laptop, or on an iPad. And it's just not enjoyable. I'm just exhausted with that. I don't want to buy the books and pay the shipping to have them come down here. I can't take them with me once I buy a hardcover book if I'm traveling around. So that's one reason, is really the eyesore. The Kindle uses kind of a what they call an e-ink. And it's not an emitted light source. It's not coming straight at you from behind the lettering, so a lot less. But we'll talk about that more in a minute. So essentially, the number one reason is my eyesore. I find it much more enjoyable to read here. Once you get used to that transition, that it's this electronic device, and you go through a little bit of getting used to it, it's just, I don't think I'd ever go back to books. I just don't, to be honest with you. The other reason is, again, when we talk about the nomadic life, or people who move around, even if you just move from one city to, you find yourself moving every couple of years, you still have to pack up all of those boxes of books and have them shipped and pay for all of that, or break your back carrying them. Here, hundreds, thousands of books you can just put in your back pocket. So that's really convenient. But as we transition into van life, in a van, when that's your home, or an RV, whatever you're living in, everything's measured, not like in a house where you 600 square feet. We don't measure things in square feet. You measure them in square inches. or cubic inches. The space is that small, and you have to make critical decisions, and you just do not have the room for the complete set of Britannica encyclopedias or Oxford English dictionaries or the full set of Stephen King or whatever, Peter Straub, whatever you read. Okay, so what I really want to do now is talk about the Kindle itself and show it to you. I'm going to just try to do it this way. Anyway, I find that you have two choices. One would be the Kindle, the regular Kindle, which runs around $89 US, and then the Kindle Paperwhite, which is what I have, and it runs $129. So is it worth the extra $40? Well, one of the difference is that the Kindle Paperwhite is running about 300 ppi. All you need to know compared to the regular Kindle at 167 is it's almost twice the resolution. Now, the human eye really isn't going to detect that mostly on text. However, if you're going to be using this with a lot of illustrated magazines or line art, you may notice if you look at things at larger size, you will notice pixelation in the regular Kindle. But for most people, 99% of the time, save the money there. It's only $40 if you want the one with 300 dpi, or save the money and go with one at 167. Most of the time you wouldn't know the difference. The other difference between the two is if you have a Kindle in the past, or you've seen them, most of them kind of are a little smaller, and they have this rim around them, and then the glass is lower. And after a while you get your peanut butter cookie crumbs stuck in that that little rim, and you have to kind of clean it out. And this is flush. So the difference between the regular Kindle is that it still has this little indention where the rim or the frame is actually over the glass, and it forms a lip to it. This is completely flush. Which is going to make cleaning a little bit easier. And the other thing about this, and I think this is a totally useless fact, is that the Kindle Paperwhite, for me it's useless. It goes from white screen to black text to black screen to white text. It's inverted, and so you have your choice depending on what you want to do and what your preferences are. You can do that. But the regular Kindle does not have that option. This is waterproof, so if you want to, I don't know, if you're sitting out in your lawn chair in the pouring rain reading The Grapes of Wrath or Noah, the story of Noah, this isn't going to get ruined, but the regular Kindle will. So if you happen to be somewhere where there's water, they always show videos of people reading with candles in a bathtub. And if you're one of those types of people and you drop things, I would get this one. And so, if you're in the bathtub reading this and maybe making toast with the toaster right beside you, then if you're that type of person that like to live life on the edge, then go ahead and get this if waterproof is that important to you. I just look at it as something that's kind of nice, but it's not that important to me. I'm not going to put any electronic device near water. Both of them, the big difference between the older models of Kindle is that the older Kindle models, you had to get this stupid light and put it on it. The back screen was a little grayish. I didn't like it. I had one about 6 years ago. Hated it. I didn't like it at all. And then I bought the little accessory light, and then you forget where it's at, or it's got the little batteries and it's bent over and there's a glare in all of that. No more. Both of these Kindles have lights coming up. So what you're seeing here is a backlit screen. Not backlit, but I'm sorry, light coming up from some LEDs. Now the Paperwhite has 5 LEDs and the Kindle regular one has 4. I have not heard people saying that there's a tremendous difference about them. So even if you get the $89 Kindle, you still have a really nice lighting system and you don't have to buy one of those external lights. The bad thing with both of these, no headphones. You can't plug in headphones and listen to anything at all. And that's a drag. If you're going to listen to anything, you need to use Bluetooth headphones or Bluetooth speakers. Most people have those around them anyway. But if you're going to want to listen to Audible books, because that's part of Kindle, you can actually read Audible books in here. You want to do it while you're walking or something, or with headphones, you're going to need Bluetooth headphones. So that's with either Kindle. So that's just the way that is. Or you can still download your Audible books and wherever my phone is, just listen to them on your phone with your Kindle Audible app. That's just as good. And that brings me up to the last thing, and that's going to be memory. Okay, the regular Kindle comes with 4 gigabytes of memory, which seems like a really great deal. Except they don't tell you about the operating system. The operating system takes up, a good bit of that. So you're sitting just a little under 3 gigs, about 2.7 gigabytes. While on the Paperwhite, this comes with 8 gigabytes, which means you've got a pretty solid 6 gigabytes of storage on this. That's going to be about 5,000 or 6,000 books. And I don't know anybody on earth who would want to put 4,000 or 5,000 books on here, but you can. Okay, so but the nice thing about that is that if you're an Audible person with your Bluetooth headphones, or you're using this primarily with your Audible, much larger files because they are audio files and they take up more room, and if you do put quite a few of them, you're going to notice your memory go down really quickly. So but again, with the regular Kindle, you can just manage your stuff. You can only read 1 book at a time, so put 10 or 20 of them on there. You're not even probably at a megabyte or a couple megs yet. And then if you listen to Audible books, you may have 2 or 3 on there. And the regular Kindle is going to handle anything you want if you just manage it. Just keep everything on an external hard drive or on your computer, and then you can plug it in. By the way, these do come with all of them come with a regular USB to a micro USB connection to your laptop. You can download books automatically through Wi-Fi and through your Amazon account. So anyway, that's kind of it for this. This is why I bought it. One last thing is this is pretty light and thin. I went ahead and bought a nice cover for it. It just snaps in, kind of like your iPad covers, snaps in. And the reason I decided to get a cover, it adds a little bit more weight. But the nice thing is when you're reading and you're done, you can just close it and it goes into sleep mode. You don't have to wear any of the extra battery life down. By the way, the battery life if you know anything about Kindles, it could be 2-3 weeks, even a month if you're not using a lot of light. If you're using light all the time, the full light, you're still going to get about 2 weeks out of it before you need to recharge it. But anyway, cover's really nice because it goes into sleep mode, protects it from being accidentally scratched if you put it in your day pack and you're hiking around, or you have it on the table and it falls off, whatever. Gives a little extra protection. And also, mine has a little bit of a grip to it, so when I'm reading, I have a tendency it won't slip and drop as much. Okay guys, that's it for my talking about the Kindle e-reader. A couple things I just want to add on just really quickly. I've got about 800 books. No, I don't have them on here, but I do have about 800 books I've accumulated through the years as Kindle books, which are Mobi extensions. Now, Kindle will read them. However, I used to have a lot of PDF books and EPUB, which is a different extension for a different type of a viewer, and Kindle does not handle those very well. However, there's a converter called Calibre, and I'm going to put the link down below about that. And that is something you can download, just a simple app, it's free, and it will convert every PDF and every other format just about into a Mobi format, so that your e-reader can read them. So that's absolutely no obstacle for getting a Kindle, okay? So the links below are going to be the link to Calibre. So whether you want to buy one of these or just convert all of your files to PDF or EPUB or to Mobi, it's a great application. So click on that, go to their website, check it out. Also, please, if you're interested in getting one of these, I'm an Amazon affiliate. And anytime you buy anything from Amazon and you click from my website, Rob and Marvy's website, we have Amazon links all over the place. Or if you use one of our links down below, Amazon pays us a little bit for you going through our channel, okay? It doesn't cost you a penny, but we do get compensated. So if you're looking to get anything like this or anything else, once you click our links, whatever you buy on that visit, Amazon shows their appreciation to us as an affiliate. So anyway, I'm going to have a link for this Kindle, the Paperwhite, also the regular Kindle. I'll put a link there so you can look at both of those. Link to the Calibre also, as well as our Patreon page and all the other stuff, our website, and well, you're here, so you have the YouTube channel. Okay, that's it for now. Thanks a lot, and I'll see you next week. Bye.